Yep.
Cord to the cloud. Okay. Welcome, 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 everybody. This is the Think Like a Pro call. We are excited tonight for our guests, but before we get started, I just want to remind you guys of a couple things. We have the Road to Croatia happening right now, and it takes 250 points. But don't let that number scare you guys. LifeVantage is giving like so many points away for little things. If you went to Global Convention, if you sign up for all of the LifeVantage academies, all the elite academies, you're going to be getting points. And we should be doing those things anyway to grow our business. So make sure you're registered. If you're not close enough to attend in person, go to the virtual one. That is an easy way to get points right there. Okay? Every time you sign up a customer, distributors, you're going to get points. The other thing the company is doing is they are adding what they're calling sugar every month. So like this month, for instance, any of your customers, existing distributors who order the Icy Bright, you're going to get a point for every Icy Bright ordered by your personally enrolled customers or distributors, okay? That can be up to 15 points. So I am calling all my old customers and telling them about it. And I'm even offering some incentives for new ones. And, I asked my sister if she would just order some. I need Icy Brights anyway for my family. We go through 4 of them a month because I started my 2 teenagers on the Icy Bright product. You guys, my 13-year-old says, Mom, my eyes don't hurt when I read anymore. And, because our kids are exposed to so many more screens than we did at that age. And so they need this product. I'm trying to find the best light here to be in so I don't look like I'm a zombie here, you guys. Sorry. The lights are crazy. So make sure, you guys, I dropped in the WhatsApp chat a little cheat sheet for you guys on how to get some points. But make sure you're paying attention to all of the groups that you're in. The LifeVantage is announcing it. They're sending out emails on their Facebook page, on the team Facebook pages, on the way to get those sugar points. And make sure you get them. Make sure you pay attention, because it's not your personal orders of Icy Bright will not get you points. It has to be your personally enrolled distributors or customers ordering the Icy Bright. So send out those videos, send out those things, and talk to them. Make sure if you're signing up a new customer that they have 100 PV. We've had a couple people I've caught where they've had 98 PV, and so they're not getting the point. There's also points available when you get your new customers to order their second month order. So really pay attention to those little things like that, you guys, because there's a lot of points out there. And then if you go on your website, the Road to Convention, your points, it's going to give you what your baseline of personally enrolled customers were. So for the June, July, and August, they took how many customers or distributors you had personally enrolled, okay? And that was your base number, was the average, okay, of how many personally enrolled customers you had. Every month you grow that. It should be fairly similar for the Philippines. This is a global promotion. A few of the countries have slightly different things. So we'll make sure we go on that. But yeah, the other thing really cool about this incentive is it's really, really doable for brand new customers. So or brand new distributors, sorry, not customers, they don't count. Only brand new distributors who want to earn this trip. So make sure you guys get on this. And Candy, we'll reach out to Kai and make sure we get the exact thing for what the Philippine promotion requirements are going to be. And the reason they change it a little bit, you guys, for countries is it has to be legal in every country. And so sometimes a few things have to be tweaked. But overall, this is a global incentive trip. So it's really, really cool. So pay attention. The biggest things, guys, you have to get to Pro 4 and you have to enroll customers, but you have to do a lot of little things. There's a lot of itty bitty things to get the points to add up, because you can't get the whole trip just by enrolling customers. You can't get the whole trip just by rank advancing. So make sure you're paying attention to what it requires. So I sent this link out there, and we'll keep talking about it. Did someone have a question?
Yeah, Vandy, I do. I had some people ask me, what is the total amount of points for 2 people if you want to bring a mate or a partner?
Okay, can you still hear me? Hang on, I got a phone call right there. It is 250 points for 2 people.
Okay.
There's not any tiers. There's not going to be anything extra right now. It's just the 250. And they are really, really working on making sure they really want as many people as we can to get this. So look at your office, track where you're at. I know I have a ton of people that are already over 50 points for, right now, the first month, technically the first month of the promotion. So make sure you're paying attention to that. It's all in your back office for the Rhodes Convention. And so, Sylvia, I'm going to turn it over to you now.
Okay, thank you, Vandy. Well, welcome, my lovely friends. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. Of course, those who don't know me, my name is Sylvia Morales from Austin, Texas, and I am substituting for my business mentor, Kai Hayes. She and her family have just left yesterday for the Philippines grand opening, and they will be out there for 2 months, and hopefully we get to see her in February 2022 at the Elite Academy, and then she told me they may be gone for another 2 months. However, she can be reached on WhatsApp and the Messenger if you guys need her for anything. Now, everyone, please type some X's on the comments to show our appreciation to the elite leaders who have provided their knowledge each Wednesday night, like Vandy Flake. We love Vandy. She's always on there. Then for Debbie Crawl, Dr. DeLucia, Bert DeBroy, Greg Deeker, Sonny Belanger, and of course, Kai Hayes. Now, our topic for today will be on best practices for qualifying for the bonus pool each month. And our guest speaker will provide us with some inspiration, and hopefully we can learn from her. So tonight, I would like to give you a quick introduction. Now, our premier Pro 5, Ruth Ontiveros, is a biomagnetic practitioner and health coach. She is a wife of a wonderful and supportive husband, Humberto, and a mother to a bright 8-year-old, Ariana. But Ruth has had a love for music most of her life, and she is a singer, a dancer, and an actress. And every December of every year, she performs at the Carver Theater, an original musical by the Puerto Rican Cultural Center in Austin, Texas. So if you're ever in town in December, you can ask Ruthie about it. In the last 5 months, Ruth has qualified for the Cabo Wanderlust incentive trip, and she won the June and August month of action. She has also earned 5 shares of the bonus pool. Plus, in the first 2 months of qualification for the 2022 trip of a lifetime to Croatia, she has accumulated 44% of the required points. So she's going to get there, you guys. And so we want you to all come along as well. Now, let's all give her a welcome in the comments and show her some love by dropping in some hearts. Come on, everybody, drop in some hearts. Take it away, Ruthie.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. I am so happy to be here, so grateful for this opportunity. I'm very humbled. And I'm very excited to share, this shift that I've had in my business. And hopefully it will be something that triggers and helps somebody progress in their business. So I wanted to start with my story. I know for many of us, LifeVantage found us. I don't know for you, but I felt that way. LifeVantage found me when I needed it. At the time, I was a stay-at-home mother. My husband was working 2 jobs. He was leaving at 7 a.m., coming home at 1 a.m. I hardly saw him. We only had Sundays together. And I found myself thinking, like, what do I do? Because we did everything together before. We were always together. What do I do to get my husband back? What do I do to get my family together? That's, what I wanted, right? So I found myself thinking, should I go back to school? Should I open my own business? Should I just get a job? What should I do? And, for all these things, you need time, you need money, you need to make an investment, right? So in every situation, I also had to get a babysitter, and I wanted to be that care provider for my daughter. So I was invited to an event that Kai had put together, and it was actually a guest that invited me. And when I saw the presentation, I was just blown away. And I said, this is it. This is what I need. This is what's going to help my family. And in that moment, I decided, I'm going to be, I'm going to learn how to do this business. I'm going to be a student of this business, and I'm going to do what I have to do to be successful. And, I took off. I was ignorance on fire, excited, just going for it. In 3 months, I was a Pro 3, and in 10 months, my husband was able to quit his second job because, I became a Pro 4. And something that happened when that day that he was going to quit his second job, the last day, it was a Saturday, and it was an LVA. And I remember them having an exercise, and we were talking to each other. And I said, today's my husband's last day because I was able to do that with LifeVantage. And I was just like, felt this release. I was like, wow, it's happening. And I know for many of you, and you may know a lot of people who that would change their life, that would change their family to have something like LifeVantage. And that same day, somebody had given me some tickets to go to a 5K run at a winery. I was still by myself with my daughter because my husband was working. I went to this winery, didn't know what to expect. I had the stroller, I had her in there, and I thought we were just going to run a regular trail. No, we were running through the winery, in the dirt, through the vines. It was exhausting. It was hot. I was sweating. It was just so difficult to push the stroller through the dirt. And I was like, wow, this is just like the experience, what I've been feeling for the past 3 years. I've been feeling like I've been doing this by myself with my daughter, and I don't have to do that anymore. And I was driving home just crying, just bawling, crying the whole drive. It was like an hour. And all these emotions were released. And I don't know about you guys, but a lot of us just go through life just pushing through, just swimming, Dory, just keep on swimming, just keep on swimming. And sometimes a lot of people don't have a plan. And I'm so grateful that LifeVantage provided that plan, that exit strategy, so that we cannot be swimming in a pond, but in an ocean, right? An ocean of possibilities. And from, being a Pro 4, we kept on working with our team, traveling, became a Pro 5, went to Pro 5 Summit. And, because we are friends here, do you guys you give me permission to be a little bit more frank and honest and, be a little bit real? Life is not a straight line, right? There's ups and there's downs. Life is like that. Business is like that. And life happened to me. After a car accident, I was experiencing a lot of fight or flight, a lot of pain in my body, a lot of emotions. Things were coming up of health that could not be explained by doctors. I was just in this and I could not get out. And through this process, I was not doing my business how I was doing it before, but I was still connected. I still go to AVAs. I still went to the conventions. And you know what, guys? After this time that I was just surviving the situation, you know who was there for me every single month? LifeVantage was there. Every month I received a check, every single month, for the work that I had put in. LifeVantage was there for me. And that makes me emotional, because how many times can you say that about any job, about any profession, that you build something and it's there for you when you need it? So when I was analyzing, what should I do? How should I move on with life? And I was considering, sometimes we're in that position, considering what should we do? And you know what? LifeVantage is where I should spend my time and my energy, because it's there when we need it. So a group of us went to corporate office in May. And to me, that was a huge aha moment. I got to see the beautiful corporate office. I got to meet the wonderful corporate staff. And I saw in their eyes, guys, they want us to win. They want us to succeed. They have put in plan so many things for us to be successful. And in that moment, in that trip, I decided, you know what? I'm turning this around. I'm going to win. Why not me? Why not now? And I want you to ask yourself that same thing. Why not me? Why not now? Why can't you win? You can win. So that month I decided, you know what, I'm going to have this goal. Okay. So here I go, I left, you're so excited. Then of course, reality sets in and you're like, oh, can I do this? And there was a couple of days left out of the month, like 3 days. And I was 4,000 away from my goal. And I was telling myself, you know what? I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. Why even try? I should just, put my efforts towards next month. And that way, I get the volume for next month. That's fine. Let's just leave it at that. Thank goodness I went to a training with one of my dear partners, Robert Duran. And it was Grant Cardone. And something stuck to me. He said, finish what you started. Always finish what you start. And I'm like, I can't just give up. I need to go. I need to do it. I need to try it. So the last 2 days of the month, I was just calling like crazy, working, was able to get that volume back up of 4,000, and I met that goal. And from that point forward, I just set goals and tried to achieve and went to achieve them. In June, I was able to make it to the Wanderlust and the month of action. The next month of action, I also won it. When it was announced for the extensive trip for next year, that we were able to get a head start in September. We didn't know where it was. We didn't know how many points, but they said, here's 15 points that you can get by selling. And I was like, well, let's just do it. Here comes Global. They tell us how many points we need to get, 250. And to be honest with you, I was like, can I do this? I don't know if I can. That doubt started creeping in. I don't know if I can. Tara Wilson came up to the stage and she said, the people that say they try, they don't do it. Just figure out how to do it and do it. And I was like, I was still not convinced. Thank goodness that I talked to my accountability partner. And, I was like, okay, I need to do this. I need to make a plan. I need to see how I can accumulate the points. I need to just go for it. I can't just be a one-hit wonder, just win the trip one time. So I went for it. And up to now, I have about 44% of the points that you need to earn the trip. And we still have 8 months to go. So that mentality, that shift that we need to have is really going to be the one that's going to make you win. Okay. And I want you to be thinking that, do I want to win? I want to win, right? Like Anna Hatch put in place so many things for us to win every single month. We have the bonus pool. For the bonus pool, you need 5 new customers. It has to be a minimum of 40 PV, 5 new customers or distributors, a minimum of 40 PV, and cumulative of those 5 has to be 500 PV. What happens when you do this? You'll get an extra bonus. You'll get about another 150 bonus, and you'll get 40% of that commission of 500. How much is that? That's $200 bonus for the 40% of 500. And that's an extra about 150. That's 350 a month that you could be earning extra by deciding that you are going to win, that you're going to do it. And that's something that you have to make this conscious decision to do it. I know we have here in the chat, and we can talk a little bit, and you can put some comments. How many of you, when you think, I need to get 5 customers a month, 500 PV, are thinking, I don't know if I can do it. That was me. Even though I had said I'm going to do it, my mind, this critter brain that's responsible, the critter brain that makes you survive, that is the one that says, you're okay. Why set yourself up for failure? Just you're comfortable, you're fine. You don't need to do that. So a lot of us may be thinking, I don't know if I could do it. But you can have that shift of mentality and decide that you are going to do it. You need to think, I can, I will, I am. Anytime that you have doubt, you have to tell yourself, I can, I will, I am. Okay, I'm going to give you now some tips on how to get customers, at least 5 customers or distributors every month. Of course, getting distributors is going to help you grow your business faster. When you get customers, you're also going to grow your business, but you have to stay consistent with them. You have to stay in touch with them so they stay on board, right? So something that you can do is that you have to redirect your thoughts. and decide that you're going to do this. And this is one of the trainings that I learned from Eric Worre, is whenever you start your business or you're restarting your business, or you want a new start, you can ask yourself these questions. And this is just to get customers, just a win, just a quick win for you, okay? So you can say, okay, who have I added value to? Let's start thinking of people, okay? Who have I added value to? Who have I helped recently? Who have I shared, but I never asked for the sale? For me, that was a lot of people that I shared with years ago, but I never had the courage to say, okay, would you like to order? I was so scared when I first started. Who could use the extra cash? Who needs better health? Who has mentioned that they're bloated? Who has mentioned, oh, they're so tired, their energy? Who has mentioned, who could you bless with these amazing products? Who am I customer of? For example, who does your insurance? Who's the person that does your insurance? Who does your lawn? The people you do business with, you can ask them to help you with your business. And who loves you so much that even if you're selling a sack of potatoes, they'll buy it from you, okay? So start asking these questions. So as every time that you have doubt, you're gonna redirect, I can, I will, I am. Who can I help? How can I bless? Who needs this? Okay, so start thinking of those kinds of questions. And now that you have a couple people in mind, you're gonna invite them, okay? And I'm gonna actually show you some of the a conversation that I had with some people, okay? So I started I went to the gym, I would give out some Axios, people would be like, oh, I feel great. I started some conversations like that, just different ways, right? That was one of them. So I already had built some rapport. And this person is very direct, therefore I was direct with her, don't beat around the bush with some people, okay? So I told her, I don't know if you remember, but I have a home-based business and I promote biohacking products. This month, I'm close to qualifying for an incentive trip. And I'm going to be very direct and ask you, would you be open to helping me be a customer this month and help me towards qualifying for this trip? And I sent that to a lot of people, okay? And then most of them, only one person said no, okay? They would say, sure, what do I do? What do I need to do? And then I would tell them what to do, okay? I would say, you would need to place an order from my website of a product of at least 50 or above. You can subscribe to save, or you can place a one-time order, but if you subscribe, you can cancel anytime, that's not a problem. We have different categories of products: cellular health, skincare, body care, energy, and I can give you some recommendations if you'd like. And I send them the cart. And every time I send them the cart, I'll send them with something. And I say, I'll send you the link with Axio. That's something that I recommend for one time because you'll feel it. But if you like other products, please feel free to edit that cart. And they go ahead and they place the order, okay? You'd be surprised how many people are willing to help you. All you need to do is ask. And this is meant, this script, this situations is meant to help you win, to help you get started, to build that confidence in you again, okay? Because sometimes we just don't believe anymore. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe that we can do it. So these tiny actions every single day will help you start building these blocks and this foundation so that you'll do it. You get the pool, the bonus pool, and then you'll feel confident. And the next month when your critter brain says, oh, why are you gonna do that? Why? It's like, critter brain, I got this, I already did it, I know how to do it, and I can teach someone else how to do it too. So now, you can see how these are building blocks of confidence. These are building blocks for you to build a foundation for your business so that you can help other people do the same. Okay, I'm gonna share with you guys another little trick. So how many of you use your app? In the app, it's super easy to find your customers, friends, and family link. So every single time that I get a new customer, I will say, hey, if you order, I have a $10 off link for you. And you can save $10 on your first order. And they're like, oh, great, thank you. And guess what I'm doing with that? I am using a friends and family link from a previous customer. So that way, whenever this new customer orders, I message the previous customer and I say, hey, guess what? I got a new customer. I used your friends and family link. And this month you'll have you'll have a $10 off your next order. They're like, wow, really? I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I used your link. You actually have a link that you can share with your friends and family, and you'll save 10 and they'll save 10. And I send them their link. And that way they can start referring people. And I've gotten people to share their link and get customers, and they're your customers, and you get 40% of that order. So that's another way that you can, one, build rapport with the customers that you've already had, so that they can feel like you're thinking about them, you're trying to help them also save money. And it also lets them know that you're building the business and they can get customers too. And they're going to be thinking, huh, can I do this? I think I can do it too. Okay. And especially if it's someone that I know has potential for being a business partner, I'll actually do a couple of customers under theirs. And then I say, hey, you have $30 off this month because I was able to get new customers. And they'll say, wow, really? How do you get new customers? How do you do it? And then that opens a conversation for business. Okay. So that's another tip. If you go to the app and you press on people, and then you go to organization, right there, all of your customers, personally enrolled customers and distributors will be there. You click on them and you'll have their information and their friends and family link. Very simple. Another thing that's important to do when you get a customer is that you need to stay in touch with them. Send them videos, send them a thank you card or a thank you message. Tell them that you're going to do a raffle. It's like this month, for all my customers, I'm going to be doing a raffle. It could be the Axial sample pack. It could be the hand cream. It could be the new IC Bright. And then you also can tell them, it's up to you because this is your business. You're the CEO, you're the boss. You can decide how you reward your customers for staying on board. Is you can incentivize them for future months and say, every month that you stay on, you'll be part of that raffle. Okay. So that's another way that you can be building rapport and staying in touch with your customers. So I hope that this is helpful so far. You guys are getting some kind of value with this. And I actually did that myself for the Cabo incentive trip. I wrote down all the names of everybody that was a customer or distributor that was new, and I put their names in a pot, and I did 3 giveaways. I did products, I did swag, I did a service for my 5-minute session, and I did $100 cash. And people were really excited about this. So what would this do for your business? You know, as you're doing this and you go for the bonus pool every single month, that not only is it $500 of 500 points, I should say, of volume extra in your business, but now you're doing it. Now you can teach how to do it and get your team on board. You have 2 people doing it. Now your volume grows 1,000 every month. Now you have 5 people on board. Now you have an extra 2,500 a month. Imagine that this keeps on growing in your business and you all become pool divers, okay? You're all in the pool. How will that grow your business? It will grow. You will definitely be rank advancing and growing your LifeVantage business. So I hope that you guys and got some little pointers and enjoyed a little bit. And I know that we are out of time, right? It's until 8:30.
Yeah, we're at 8:30, and what I'll do is I'll just give 2-minute announcements, and then we can let everybody go. But thank you, Ruthie. I mean, that was wonderful, wonderful tips. I mean, heck, I could use more help, and definitely I'm gonna have to learn from you. I'm sure some of us are going to want you to do some trainings, sometime in the near future, because a lot of people feel a little hesitant because it's new to them, or they're scared, or maybe they need samples of scripts because they get stuck on what to say. So thank you so much. And everyone, before we end this meeting, the announcements I want to tell you quickly, mark these down on your calendar, these dates. Don't forget, we have the LifeVantage Academy, which is the LVA, this month on November 20th. Now it's $25 and it's sold in your back office under the events tab. Okay. Now the live events are in Austin, Denver, Helena, Orlando, Phoenix, Salt Lake, Sioux Falls. And then we also have the option of watching it virtually. Now, come on, you got to get out of your house. You can't be always watching it virtually. Get out and meet people and hug and kiss people. And if you're afraid to hug them, just wear your mask. Not a big deal. Now, the Elite Academy has been canceled temporarily because they're looking for a new destination. It has been changed and it'll be announced later on. As far as the global, it's still on. It's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's set for October 20th through the 22nd. Now, tickets can be purchased in your back office right now for only $179. You better get it now because the prices are going to go up to 200 plus. And, you know, and especially when it gets closer to the beginning of the year. Okay. Now, if you guys have any other questions, you can ask Ruthie now. You can unmute yourself. And if you don't, then we'll just end the session. So unmute yourself. Anybody have any questions? Okay, I guess not.
I just want to say thank you all for being here. I hope that you decide to win for yourself and your business and make a decision and make an action plan and just be present in your business every single day. Thank you all for the opportunity to be here and share.
Yeah, it was pleasure having you all here tonight. So have a good night and make sure you show up for next Wednesday's Think Like a Pro. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you, Ruthie.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Sylvia.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sylvia. Thank you, Ruthie.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, Ricky. Thanks, Sylvia.
All right.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.